Hey guys, Letter Magic here, and it's time for some more spoilers from Guilds of Ravnica releasing on October 5th. I mean, the set's coming out October 5th, not the spoilers, although it's been so damn long it feels like it. Not that I'm complaining or anything, because I don't like just being bombarded by them, but then again, I've complained about them doing like 2 per day for a month. That was awfully annoying too, pretending everybody's so excited still and oh, we're all on the edge of our seats. It's like, just show us the damn cards. But I think they went a little overboard with it lately where they're just like, we're going to show them for 5 days and on the 5th day it's going to be all of them. Like, here, have 40 cards to read per day. Like, that's a little much. I think they could be in the middle a little bit, and they've been doing, about 8 per day with some gaps? I mean, it depends if you count the leaks. But what I do have to say about today's leaks or spoilers or whatever the hell they are, probably leaks, because I don't think they would actually spoil something today and it wasn't on their official site. So good job getting these in the hands of like the 5th person who didn't give a crap and leaked them. But overall, they're really boring. So, yay, hype train is real. So first up, we got Vraska's Stone Glare. It's a 6-cost sorcery. It's from the Planeswalker deck. Destroy target creature. You gain life equal to its toughness. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Vraska, Regal Gorgon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. That's right, she is the leader of the Golgari guild now. That is awesome. And if you search your library this way, shuffle it. I know that was a bit of a weird way to read it, but yeah, I mean, hey, whatever. Bring her back if she got killed and... whatever. I mean, you destroy target creature and gain some life. Like, that's basically Battle at the Bridge, but 6 is kind of high. So this is number 272 out of 259, indicating, of course, it's from the Planeswalker deck, or it's a Pokemon Secret Rare, one of the two. Blow something up, gain some life, and bring Vraska back. I mean, I like it. It's just, it costs 6 and it's sorcery speed. I guess in context, it's a good card. Next up, we got Attendant of Vraska, because remember, there's always a fetcher, and there's always a card that works perfectly with it, and this is it. So when Attendant of Vraska dies, it's a 3/3 zombie soldier for 3, so not bad, honestly. If you control a Vraska Planeswalker, you gain life equal to Attendant of Vraska's power. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, it kind of fills space in the deck. It's a 3/3 for 3. I mean, whatever, but nothing too special about this, really. I mean, ooh, 3 life, ooh. And here is the lady herself, Vraska Regal Gorgon. So she is a 7-cost 5 loyalty planeswalker. Ouch, she better be damn good to make up for that. I mean, her -3 is destroy target creature. That's pretty nuts. And then her +2 is put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. That creature gains menace until end of turn. I mean, it's +2, but other than that, it's pretty subtle. I mean, you bring her out, do that, and wow, they've got to hit her for 7 to get rid of her now. So, yikes. And then she's removal on a stick, so she can remove something, +2, then remove something next turn, and still be in play. That is pretty powerful. And then her -10, which you'll go to 7 immediately, then 9, then 11. So pretty damn close to lighting her off, and she won't disappear. For each creature card in your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Holy crap. I mean, they could still clear your graveyard. They could wipe the board. I mean, they got more than enough notice to clear your graveyard. They could fog you. I mean, they could throw Death Touchers. They could have a 12/12 dinosaur, so who cares? It's not the end of the game, but it's like, come on, you'd probably put like 8 counters on everything in play. So honestly, she's your typical, like, yeah, powerful, but not really, overpriced, whatever, Planeswalker from the Planeswalker deck. I don't think at 7 she's going to be the first place anybody goes for standard play, but if there's enough ramp, I mean, it's not like she's bad, so I don't know, you could have 2 Vraskas out at once too, so I don't know, I guess we'll see. Next up, I'm not 100% sure if this is a new spoiler or if it was in one of the other videos, but whatever. It's a Blade Instructor, 3/1 for 3 with Mentor. Just real simple. You swing with it, you are probably going to have another creature with, power less than 3. And if you are, why are you swinging with either of these? I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear that for any Mentor card ever. Why are you actually swinging with this? Just to get the counter? You're going to get both of the creatures killed. I mean, it's just a given. I'm thinking to go with Mentor to make it even a reasonably okay mechanic, they probably have, like, all creatures gain indestructible. Some kind of make a stand, which, okay, that's literally a card right now. But some other ambush, all creatures get +2 toughness. Or all attacking creatures gain immunity from combat damage, whatever. They're gonna have to have something that makes it so you're like, yeah, this is why I'm tapping them. Like, either I can take a counter swing, I'm baiting them into a counter swing, or I don't care if this dies, I'm gonna resurrect it or something. There has to be something to work with Mentor, because all these cards have no toughness. You swing into literally anything and you're in trouble immediately, so it just seems a bit odd to me. Next up, potentially the most exciting card spoiled so far, Wary Okapi. I do wonder who they sent this to as their spoiler, because my god must they hate them. It's a 3/2 for 3 with Vigilance. Wow. Oh, and it's an Antelope, so finally you can get that Antelope tribal deck going. Next up, okay. Can we just address that he looks like a Disney or Pixar villain? Like, the angle of the artwork and just his hair, and he looks like a male Cruella de Vil. And those lightning effects are terrible. I mean, what the heck? This is so bad. Like, have you seen the other Ral Zarek? He actually looks like a person. This is really bad. So anyway, this douchebag and his stupid guild, god, I hate him. He's a 4 loyalty for 6. His +1 is draw a card, because of course it is. Gee, I wonder if the -2 will be the red ability. He deals 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 targets. Called it. And then -7, which he is the same amount of ticks away as Vraska, I believe, but he will destroy himself after 3 turns. Draw 7 cards. He deals 7 damage to each creature your opponents control. And that's not bad. So will he make it into standard? I'm going to say, honestly, in the Izzet deck, you might run 1 or 2 of these, if you have enough to get to 6. If you think that you can reasonably get there with your draw volume, etc., which, I mean, yeah, blue draw stuff. Big surprise. So, I mean, the +1 is draw a card, and then you're taking the damage away from your life total and making your opponent hit this guy instead, if they even have something left. If they don't, this is just doubling down on card advantage. And then 3 damage divided however you want among anything. Life totals, creatures, planeswalkers, doesn't matter. That's crazy, and he can technically do it twice back to back. And then his ultimate is ridiculous. So all around he's pretty good. I mean, 6 for 4 is terrible, and then he only has a +1, not a +2. But like, that's the point. If he only costs 4, this would be probably a $40 card, and everybody would be running him. So, you know, you got to make him weaker somehow. So that is a really big hurdle, that 6 cost. But if people are confident they can get that high, I think that he will see some play. The problem is, one of the blue Izzet abilities is Jumpstart, where you have to discard a card. Well, you're going to discard a land once you get to like 4 or 5 or whatever. So would you really want a 6 cost in there? I don't know. Oh, who am I kidding? This is Wizards of the Coast. You'll probably be able to cast him for free on turn 3. So what does Ral come with? A 5 cost instant, return target creature to its owner's hand. Okay, you may search your library for Ral and then put him in your hand. So that's a glorified diabolic tutor that costs 1 more and bounces something back to hand. I mean, it won't not do something about the board state, but it also won't do much about the board state, and it costs 5. I mean, it is instant, so you can do it on their turn and then have the mana and Ral in your hand and drop him, so, you know, whatever. Next up is Ral's Static Caster. Oh my god, that's a kobold. That's awesome. Let's see, it's a 3/3. Oh, no, it's not a kobold, it's Viashino. Oh my god, people are going to call me so racist. I'm leaving it in. He costs 4. He has Trample. Okay. I mean, a 3/3 for 4 isn't the first place I'd go for Trample, but this ain't even the color I'd go to for Trample, so that's cool. When it attacks, if you control a Ral Planeswalker, it gets +1 for each card in your hand until end of turn. Wow, that ain't no joke. And remember, the Ral Planeswalker draws cards, but the whole point of Izzet is, like, how many spells can I cast and get out of my hand and into the graveyard? So kind of counterproductive, but it might work in the deck that he's in. I just don't think he'll see much play in Standard, but who knows? He might. Actually, for him to be any good, Ral Zarek would have to be in play, like any version of him, so maybe not. Oh, and that's actually it. That was the last spoiler. So, yeah, told you they were kind of dull. So the last thing is we found out quite a while ago, I believe, at PAX, that they're writing a full novel for the Ravnica super block, I'll say. Because it's not 1 block, it's 3 blocks. Now, if you're not familiar, they used to write novels all the time for the old sets, just so that they could get like an elaborate history, lots of details, and a lot of people were like that into the story. I mean, obviously, I'm way into the story, but unless you're gonna give out that novel for free, rather read about it in parts online, and I'm sure that's shorter than a novel, but well, if you really get right into it, you're charging money for something you used to give away for free. So, thanks for that. Also, while we're thanking Wizards for that novel, a whole bunch of details are out. I purposely avoided it. In fact, somebody linked me to the article and I read like the first paragraph and I was like, screw this. It's spoiler heavy crap. I don't want to know what happens. But then again, are they even going to have the storyline on the website or not? Like, will the website be the super short SparkNotes version and then the novel will be the full novel with dialogue and story, character arcs and, character development, personalities, and whatever? Or should I just start reading the spoilers that Wizards themselves are giving out? So apparently a ton of details have leaked. The author's blabbing all over the place or something about it. And basically we know the entire setting of the next 3 blocks. So not even the setting, like details, like actual things that occur. And like, wow, way to keep a cap on it there. I mean, don't try to, not sell the book too hard there. But as is the norm as far as story spoilers go, a couple of the cards that were leaked, 2 specifically, had flavor text that kind of not really gives away the story, but it makes you wonder about it, gives you a little bit of context. Sinister Sabotage said, "We have intel that some guilds have fallen under an invader's influence. Until we're sure, no venture succeeds." And that's a quote by Lesav, I believe, or Lesav, or I don't know, whatever. I believe he's the leader of Dimir. So, and the image is Dimir like totally shutting down some Izzet douchebags. So, that and a bunch of other evidence and rumors I heard claim that Izzet is going to be one of the ones that, Bolas tries to control because they're very powerful. They like magic and so does he, I guess. I don't know, whatever. And then obviously Golgari, we already knew that because he promised that he would make Vraska the leader of the Golgari guild by telling her where the existing guild leader is living, because I guess it's basically King of the Hill, where if somebody kills him, then they become the guild leaders. So it's like that one episode of Futurama. I can believe that Izzet and Golgari are going to be the bad guys, but really Dimir is going to be the good guys, although it might not be that simple. It might be like, hey, a balance of power is tipping, and you're up to something. We don't like that. You don't have to be the good guys. You could just be the as bad guys. So Dimir ain't having it. And blue-black control. Let's do it. That's my jam, man. Shut them down. They want to try some magical crap. They want to get up to some shenanigans. Nah, you've been bamboozled by Dimir. Your spells are countered and your warriors are dead. Welcome to blue-black control. So yeah, obviously either Nicol Bolas is going to just show up and be like, hi, I'm a dragon, I'm here, I'm visiting Ravnica, woo, and then, which, I don't know, I thought they had some kind of planeswalking block, but then I thought that ended with the last guild pact. I don't know, I'm not a magic historian. I actually didn't intend that pun, that was supposed to be an Aether Hub reference anyway. Oh my gosh, how many people are getting arrested that I have 3 different instances of sirens going past my apartment in this one damn recording? You know what? This is a vocal mic. I'm sure it's not picking up anything past about a foot. So anyway, yeah, either Bolas is going to show up and be like, woo, hi, I'm just visiting. And then, ooh, let's mess with stuff. Because remember, his style is get the humans to, like manipulate him with mental magic and lies and manipulation and whatever and all that stuff to get them to fight amongst themselves and either, collapse the whole shebang or do whatever I want them to do, some kind of goal or build something or do something or, like all that stuff he did on Kaladesh. Well, all we know is that Nicol Bolas's end goal is to get to a power level equivalent to his godlike planeswalker status before the mending. So he either wants to undo the mending, which he had plenty of time to do. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. I might give up on that theory. Or he'll just gain so much power and, ability to use so much mana that it just won't matter. He'll basically be the same power level as before. And if he undoes the mending, he'll power up the rest of the planeswalkers. So I think I am giving up on that theory. And remember, Liliana is under his complete control because if she breaks their contract, which now defaulted to him because Liliana is an idiot who doesn't read the terms and conditions before she agrees to something, now, the Gatewatch has to fight her when they show up to Ravnica. Ooh, and I think a lot of the Gatewatch won't even be in Ravnica until the 3rd block. That's when World War N starts. That's right, the war against Nicol Bolas. So yeah, he's going to try to get some of the guilds to do something, and then other guilds are going to be like, nah, and then I'm sure Jace will have something to do with it because he is a guild pact, and I don't even know what that fully means. And I'm sure it's all going to go to crap because the Gatewatch is massively incompetent, so can't wait to see that one. All I know is a damn well better ban Teferi or search for Azcanta, or I'm not playing the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next spoiler.